What up, that's our friends, Mitty Man, coming back at you from Walks Music. Yet another word for today, as well as a production series tip. I'm going to put both of them together tonight. Matter of fact, it's just about a new day now. It's about 5 minutes to 12 midnight. I got a email. I got a message from Brother Escalade, and Brother Escalade was asking me about the Quartet. And first of all, I want to say, congratulations to you, Brother Escalade, for being asked to be a part of this quartet group. And you asked me something about the quartet because I know I've made mention of the quartets quite a few times on my videos. Giving a big shout out to the YouTube family, from Baby Justice all the way up to Big Papa JT. We just give you honor, and we're glad to have y'all as part of my circle of friends and acquaintances, and I really consider you that. And first of all, Brother Escalade, I wrote down some famous quartet groups. I wrote them down so I would make certain that I could mention them to you, so you can, so that you can look them up on the net and see can you find a few recordings. I'm quite sure you can find a few recordings on these different quartet groups. The first one I want to tell you about, really and truly, is a group called the Dixie Hummingbirds. Now, that's one of the famous quartet groups of all time. They had people like Willie Bobo and lead singers like Ira Tucker. Now you need to listen to some of that material, and that will give you the grassroots of the quartets. Also, you got the Swan Silvertones. The Swan Silvertones, you got them, and they great groups. The Sensational Nightingales, Five Blind Boys of Alabama and Mississippi, the original ones. And the Mighty Clouds of Joy is another one. You look up the Mighty Clouds of Joy, the Joe Lagon. Also, you can look up the William Brothers. The Canton Spirituals is my favorite. Canton Spirituals is one of my favorite groups, and the William Brothers. The Pilgrim Jubilees, the Jackson Southerners, the Gospel Keynote, Willie Neal Johnson, God bless me, gone on, no longer with her, but I don't know whether the keynotes are yet the members of the group are yet trying to do anything, but he had an outstanding quartet. And then last but certainly not least, but Willie Banks and the Messengers. Now you look up those groups. You look up those groups and the quartets and listen to their music. Now, if you listen to it well and you apply some of the stuff that I've tried to show you in the other videos, it's very simple and structured. The chord progression is not that complicated. Most of them 1-4-5, 1-4 and 5. Most of them that movement, and they make use of the pentatonic blues scale. Yeah, they make very use of that scale for just about all of them. So you learn that scale. You learn the blues scale and pentatonic scale, and you listen to any other quartet music, and basically you're gonna go 1, 4, and 5. You're gonna find those chords most of all in all of them. The dominant 7th chord. You're gonna find those chords most. Now you're not gonna see much of these fat chords that's in, that everybody using in the contemporary, because like I said, that's a different style. You won't find much of that. Now you will find some the modern quartet style. They try to employ the major 7ths in there, but not in grassroots gospel quartet music. You're gonna find they're gonna use just the basic chord, 1, 4, and the 5. You might see the 6 chord in there, and the 2 chord, but mostly 1, 4, and 5. And it's gonna be a movement, like I said, making use of the blues scale and the pentatonic. You just you learn that and listen to the quartets, and I think that would help you a lot. Since they ask you to play keys, don't worry about it. I'm not no expert at playing with no group of people myself. Cause for years I've been a lone musician in my churches, man. Even to my gospel group that I had, which we are like idle and dead right now. We're not doing much of anything, but I'm the one teach all the voices and stuff. And I was the sole keyboard player, and I split my keyboard to play bass, and you know what I mean. But I did have a drummer at one time, but other than that, that was it. So when you talking about, I heard you mention about they sang mostly in the key of E and G. Well, if your quartet group, if they're heavily laden in guitar players, if they got guitars in that, that's the reason why they sing a lot in E and a lot in G. It's because of the way the tuning of the guitar. Open tuning of the guitar, you start from the first string, the big string, the E. It's E. It's based on the key of E. The first string is E, and it goes in fours. E, A, D, G, and then from the G it goes to the third, B, and the last string, the sixth string, is another E, an octave higher, and that's a fourth away from that B. So a guitar tuning, open tuning, is mostly in fours. So this is, and those chords, E and G and D, those are the most basic chords in that is the easiest to play on the guitar. From, I'm just giving you a little educated reasoning behind the reason why your group, you say they sing just about everything in the key of E and G. That might be why, because of the fact if they are heavily laden with guitar players, that's the reason why. If you in a group that you go to and you playing, if you got guitar players in there very, very heavily, they will rely on the guitar players. They were relying on the guitar player for most of the instrumentation. 9 times out of 10, those are the keys that you're going to get the most: E, A, D, and G. And that's the reason why, because of the tuning of the guitar. But that varies, and now that's not a case in every situation. But that just, like I said, that's just an educated guess and educated reasoning behind that. But at any rate, that's what I suggested you do, Brother Escalade. And matter of fact, get with some more people, man, that I've been used to playing with different things. Like I said, hit up Brother JT, Jerome 24 on YouTube. Hit him up. Now, Brother JT has got a lot of experience with the quartets and different groups and stuff, so he can probably, I know he can direct you into some good stuff and get you up to par where you can play with this group. And like I say, man, if anything else you need, as far as like I say, any song or trying to do quartet style, mainly me, I just listen. I can go really and truly with any choir group or whatever. If I listen to them, I can just listen. And just from my experience alone, man, I've been playing about 30 years, so just from the experience alone, I can just about go I just about know where a group or a choir gonna go. But that comes with experience. And I mean, that just comes with an ear and experience, and you'll get that. Just listen to, do a lot of listening to the different quartets, and go look up the old groups I told you about, and just sit down, and you'll see how really simple. It's not that hard. Just find your movement, your chord movement, and 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you, they're gonna be very, very basic. So with that being said, let me just touch on a little word, and my word for today is this, people. People, find somebody that you can help today and tomorrow. If the Lord let you wake up in the morning, find somebody that you can help. Make it your point to help somebody each day. Devote yourself to find something that you can help somebody else with. And let's get our mind off ourselves, at least for just one day. And let's just practice that. One day we get our mind off ourselves and try to see who else we can help. And let's see how that'll affect our lives as a whole. With that being said, this is Mitty Man saying peace and goodbye.